My name is Leon Hayes. I've been principal at South Conway Elementary School for 12 years. Now, this is actually 50 years that I've been in education, and I've actually been an administrator for 42 years. And I taught for the first 8. I taught science and then also some physical education, and of course got into coaching. And my heart's always been where I am now. It's always been at the elementary level. I've been a middle school principal, a high school assistant principal, a middle school teacher, coach, and but this is the place where I've always wanted to stay. And I think we have the most impact here on student lives because we can influence and shape and mold our students and help them grow. When I was a kid, I couldn't decide what I wanted to be or do. I had an uncle that had a race car, so at that time I thought I wanted to be a race car driver. Of course, that didn't pan out, so when I got into high school, I met a group of kids that were interested in music as I was, and so we started a rock band. And we did that for about 4 years, and we were in the same high school as the Marshall Tucker Band. Of course, basketball has always been my thing from the time I was able to walk, and so I played basketball in high school and college, and I guess my claim to fame is I was a good jumper and a good rebounder, and but I'd also averaged about 20 points a game, so I could do both. And I think when I think back about all those experiences, I think about the real thing that I got the most out of was the team aspect. Being a part of a team is always something that I've really enjoyed doing, and to this day, with my staff here, I enjoy working with teams and helping them grow. Well, I think the greatest awards that I have been the successes of the schools that I've worked in. When you think about when I went to Loris, Loris was one of the lowest performing schools in our district at the time. And we were able, not me, but we, because it was a team, we were able to take that school to a Palmetto's finest school. We were an exemplary writing school. We were a Literacy Spot Award winning school. We were a state Title I distinguished school and became a national Title I distinguished school. Because of the team that worked so well together, is how that happens. It's just like winning a ball game. You know, they win the championships because the team works well together, and that's what we did at that school. Those have been the acclimates in my career that I think back about. I personally have won a number of awards. When I first started my career, I was the Spartanburg County Young Educator of the Year, and then that went on to become the State Young Educator of the Year. After Loris, after we had all the recognition, I was selected as a National Distinguished Principal to represent the state of South Carolina. That was in the year 2000. And the following year, I was Administrator of the Year in the state for SCASA. So the acclimates have come my way primarily because of the success the schools have had. And I would credit the school's success as the reason I have been recognized so much. A lot of our kids come out of homes that maybe a little less fortunate than others, you know, and I came out of one of those homes as well. My father was disabled when I was in the 4th grade, and so, you know, we had to do with less. But at the same time, my parents always wanted us to continue to do well in life. And so they promoted everything that we did. They wanted us to be successful in whatever we chose to do. My brother's a retired medical doctor now. He was a pulmonary specialist in Greenville, South Carolina. And of course, I went into education. So we actually did what our parents hoped we would do. Well, I have a wife, Carolyn, and of course she's a home mom. She takes care of the home. And then I have 3 sons. I have 7 grandchildren, and you know, they're stair steps. There are 3 boys and 4 little girls. So, and they're sweet. Some of them in Atlanta, some of them in North Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I love this work. You know, we're the ones who actually create the future for those that leave us and go out into the world. You know, the doctors, the lawyers, you know, the engineers, whatever the field is, we started it for them. So it's important that we do a really good job on our end so that our kids can be well prepared for whatever they choose to do in their life. We think in this school that relationships is key to success, and we spend a lot of time with our kids building relationships, understanding more about them, where they come from, not only their families, but also their interests, because we want them to do well in school. And if we know what their interests are, sometimes we can use that as a teaching method of how we get kids to learn more because it's something they're interested in. So the other thing in South Conway that we do, and we've done this for about the last 9 years, is service learning. The overall umbrella has been world hunger. We want our kids to know two things. We want them to know that it's important in life to give back to others. We also want them to know that we're actually trying to work on solving real world problems. I think the thing that keeps me going is kids, being around these children. You know, our kindergarten kids think I'm president. I'm not going to tell them any different. But it's just the status that they put you on. They make you feel good. They bring their problems to school, and it gives us an opportunity to help them learn how to deal with them and how to solve them. But it's the children. You know, I think my love for kids supersedes most anything else that I do in my job. And then as I watch them grow from child development to 5th grade, you know, it's a tearful moment in our 5th grade honors day when we see them leave, because we've had them since they were babies, and we watched them grow through all those years. And so it's more than just school. It's really connecting with people and showing them love while they're here.